Guys, my name is Michael, and I'm going to be doing my presentation on academic privileges for Division I athletes. We all know that these athletes are not just your normal athletes. No. These guys are freak athletes. They're really big, not like me. I'm a little scrawny guy, but these guys are just massive. They jump really high. They can shoot really well. And above all, they'll jump over you and then dunk the ball, celebrate. The whole place will go crazy. I mean, here, check it out.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like times like these that make me say, yeah. Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like, even bring control when I stray. Yeah, long sacrifice in the right my way. Like, living like a fingertip. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, I walk for the time, more like you. Yeah, not to put the fire with the things I do. I'm on an island by my lonesome stranded. Low key and staying candid. Reflect on all the things I try my hand at. Search for the equation to persuasions I'm used to. Find a comfort in the zones, the clouds of bones I get loose to. A mountain is Fontaine. Spinning in monsoon and grinning this high octane. Explosive how I came. Rolling down the hills cause life's a hassle. Encircled by my folly like a moat around the castle. Stay afloat, catch a second wind. Thin is the air I breathe. Teary-eyed nose running, wipe the snot on my sleeve. I'm calling on the Savior to be all that I need. Please forgive me my behavior, have me lost in light speed. Times like these that make me say, yeah, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving brand control when I stray. Yeah, long sacrifice in the price my way. Like living like a fingertip.
All right, so those athletes are pretty insane. But when it comes to the classroom, I mean, these guys pretty much do nothing. I got a little guest right here, my roommate. What's up? His name's Travis. So, I mean, we were just chilling and you were telling me that you've had athletes want to cheat on you.
Yeah, I've definitely had that experience quite a few times.
So how did that happen? You're just sitting there and then, I mean, obviously I guess they didn't study
Yeah,
and then they just want
help. It happened more in my freshman and sophomore years.
really,
Yeah,
gotcha.
not so much anymore.
So now that you're a senior, you know, big upperclassmen, they're just
Well,
not scared.
No, they just, I think they've gotten smarter about how they cheat.
Okay.
Not that all athletes cheat, but if they're gonna, they know how to do it, you know.
For sure. Hey, appreciate it. So back to what I was saying. I mean, these athletes are they're just coming into class, you know, when they want to. And I mean, these are big time universities that these athletes are doing. Check this video out. It's going to rock your world.
He beats him along the course. Jump shot, a cool. Good! Right between the eyes!
In the spring of 2005, junior guard Rashad McCants was the second leading scorer on the North Carolina team that won the national title. According to his college transcript, which Outside the Lines obtained from UNC with McCants' permission, that semester he also received straight A's and made the dean's list. Although he says by then, he never went to class.
I would wake up about 12 o'clock, get some lunch, head to practice.
How does a student athlete get an academic award while neglecting his academics? McCants says he took 4 of the so-called paper classes in the African and Afro-American Studies Department, also known as AFAM.
We went straight to the AFAM classes because those classes were a piece of cake. You didn't have to go to those classes. It wasn't an actual class. It was just write a paper at the end of the semester.
The UNC basketball program has never been penalized for any involvement with AFAM. Now, McCants says he and some of his teammates also participated in the academic misconduct. A look at McCants' transcript for his entire junior year helps to illuminate how the paper class system worked for UNC athletes. The semester before he made the dean's list, he received A's in his 2 AFAM classes, but failed psychology and algebra. It says this led to a meeting called by his coach, Roy Williams.
We sat down in his office and He basically said, you know, did you know you're almost academically ineligible? And I said, what do you mean? He said, you could possibly be on academic probation. When he seen my panic, he was able to console the fact that we're gonna be able to fix it, but we need you to buckle down on your academics and make sure this doesn't happen again, make sure you go to class.
Rather than buckle down, the next semester, he took those 4 AFAM classes we mentioned earlier, the ones he says he never had to attend. The 4 A's he received inflated his GPA and helped him stay eligible as the Tar Heels went on to win the national championship.
You're not there to get an education. You're there to make revenue for the college. You're there to put fans in the seats. You're there to bring prestige to the university by winning games.
McCants says players were steered to the bogus AFAM classes by advisors and tutors who worked with the basketball program.
I mean, I went to school here. They didn't give those degrees away.
In his non-AFAM classes, McCants received 6 C's, 1 D, and 3 F's. In his AFAM classes, 10 of his grades were A's and 6 were B's.
It's absurd, but it actually makes sense because it kept me eligible to play.
The investigations found that the AFAM scandal went beyond paper classes, including unauthorized grade changes and forged faculty signatures. Now, a new allegation from McCants. He says tutors wrote AFAM papers for him in classes where a paper was the only requirement.
I didn't write any papers. But I know that the tutors did help guys write papers. But for some of the premier players, we didn't write our papers. 3
of his AFAM classes were Swahili. He says he also received improper assistance.
Why did you take Swahili?
It was a class in which we had all the answers to all the tests.
How did you get the answers to the tests?
Tutors.
McCants will not reveal the names of any tutors he says provided him with papers or the answers to exams, but he does address their possible motivation.
I think that they were embedded into the system. You know, it's friends of the program. You know, you get free tickets. Your kids go to the game. It's the overall collegiate system that's wrong. There's a shield over the basketball program, and it's mainly because we're bring in the most money.
There you go. That was some shocking information. I know for me, as an athlete, hearing that some of these athletes are not even having to go to class, it really frustrates me. And not only as an athlete, but I mean for us as students, we're paying a good amount of money to get a good education, and we have to study very hard to get our grades. We all have tough schedules, and I mean when you're having athletes come in and they don't even have to do anything, some of the paper classes that we heard where they just have to write a final paper at the very end and they get an A. I mean, this is just not acceptable, especially at our very high institutions. It's very sad to hear, and that was just one case that was investigated, and I know there's a lot more. Just in my field research, what I was able to gather, and the personal interviews that I was able to have. This is happening in San Diego, right down the street at San Diego State, and I mean, it's only a matter of time until these people get found out, and it's going to be very sad. I hope that this has stopped. I hope that just bringing awareness to this topic will cause students, especially student athletes, to get in their books, and earn their grades, just like the rest of us. So I hope you guys enjoy the presentation, and thank you.